Bitcoin holders, we are about to see something extremely important happen that you need to be aware of. And so, with that said, look, let's not waste any more time at all and let's get straight into the video. Now, what you guys know is that we have been tracking extremely closely what's happening at this macro 618 to 786 Fibonacci retracement zone, of course, as we are also retesting the top side of this descending wedge. I've told you all over the last few videos, listen, this is a massive point of resistance and it's not going to be an easy task. Bitcoin's going to see ups and it's going to see downs prior to being able to break out of this zone. And that's just what's going to have to happen in order to build up enough of a foundation and liquidity base to be able to break this zone. And we are now currently seeing a bit of a pullback. But as this is happening and as this pullback is occurring, we are seeing Bitcoin making an extremely important move right now. And that is double testing, double checking, back testing, whatever you want to call it, the $63,500 level. If we do go down to the 4-hour charts, what you can see here is that Bitcoin previously established some support on this level. Not only did it establish support, but it actually used it to then break up to a new micro high. And so, of course, because of that, we can then concur, just assume that this is a key point of support. We had a support here, we had support here, we had support here. And what's beautiful about it is this was a previous point of resistance. So this is an RS flip zone. And so what this means, and the reason why this is so important and why you need to watch out for it, is because if Bitcoin's price is successful at holding the zone of support again, we could see another bounce and test back towards the upside, which does look like Bitcoin pushing up towards $70,000. You guys know the more times that we press on this key zone of resistance, the more likely it is that we do break it and we finally get out of this wedge that we've been in for the last 3 months. But if Bitcoin's price is unable to hold the support, that does then start to reverse a lot of the bullishness that we've seen recently, and it opens up the door for a Bitcoin's price to pull all the way back to what I would assume to be $59,000 to $60,000. And so, of course, knowing that the repercussions of holding or not holding the support could be swings of 5-6% for Bitcoin, 10, 15, 20% for the altcoin market, it's incredibly important to pay attention to what happens here. So what I'm actually going to be doing is I actually did make a little bit of a bet that Bitcoin does hold some support here. I don't have a ton of bullish conviction about this, but what I do know is we are in the overextended territory of the RSI, which generally does mean that we could get a bounce soon. We're also seeing our Bollinger Bands overextended to the downside because we have now successfully seen 2 standard deviations from our 20 simple moving average. And so when those two things do happen, that typically means we could see some type of bounce, and that's good enough for me. Now, listen, I actually did make a video earlier that's about to go live over on my second channel, which is going over the macro market and talking more about why I am not only just buying Bitcoin, but other cryptos as well, ETH, Solana, and much more. So make sure after you check out this video, you head over to the second channel and go see that video when it drops to get even more context as to why I am buying here. But the overall bet again that I am making is that we will see some sort of support establishment here and possibly make a bounce. But if I am wrong, I do understand that we're likely going to see Bitcoin's price fall towards the $60,000 to $58,000 threshold, at which point I will still be purchasing. So one way or another, I'm going to be buying, but the route to get there may look a little bit different. And that's what I wanted to warn you about today. So make sure you watch incredibly closely what happens at the $63.5 thousand level. Make sure you're understanding and aware that the repercussions of not holding or holding support can be moves of $5,000 or $6,000 in either direction. And make sure that your trades in your portfolio are prepared for a move of that nature. But of course, as this does continue to play out and we do get more and more clarity of how this is going to go, I will continue to make sure to let you guys know here first thing on the channel. Now, if you do want to trade some Bitcoin yourself, I did leave a Margex link down in the description for you. You can get up to $10,000 in bonuses when you do sign up, which could come in handy, especially if you're dollar cost averaging like I am right now. And so with that said, guys, of course, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Don't forget to go check out the new vid on the second channel, and I can't wait to see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.